Hey guys, hope you had a good holiday. So I just wanted to talk about a film that I saw recently, Creed 2. Now personally, I think the first Creed was an absolutely brilliant film. It definitely put Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan on the map, and there's definitely people to watch out for. And with Black Panther and now with Creed 2, Michael B. Jordan has proven himself to be a really, really good actor. And the thing that's on a lot of people's mind now is, what are they going to do for Creed 3? Well, that's what this video is going to be about. Personally, now, after seeing Creed 2, logically, after seeing Creed 2, I would kind of want them to stop here, because if they keep going the route of bringing in sons of Rocky's old foes, it's going to start getting a bit ludicrous. But I've been thinking about it for a while, what I would want to see in a Creed 3, and I just wanted to make this video and explain to you guys my personal pitch for a Creed 3. I hope you guys enjoy it. So to continue the Creed franchise for me personally, what I would do is have it be a year or two after the events of Creed 2. Since Creed 2 kind of went back to a bit more of the ludicrous side of the Rocky franchise, you know, bringing in Ivan Drago and his son, what I will say one thing they did really well was showing the human side of the Dragos. Now, what I think they should focus on for Creed 3 is focus on the human elements of the characters, the sides that we can actually sympathize with. Now, obviously, Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson would come back as Adonis and Bianca. If we're going a year or two after Creed 2, my advice is get like a toddler, like a 5-year-old, to come in and play their daughter. And one thing I would show is focus on Adonis and Bianca kind of adapting their daughter to life, and especially with her being deaf, I think that's a really good story element to focus on. Also for Bianca, it said in the first Creed film that she had progressive hearing loss, and they did show that in Creed 1, but Creed 2 kind of almost kind of forgot that her disease was kind of, or I wouldn't say disease, her condition was progressive. But they didn't really show that in Creed 2, mainly because they were focusing on Adonis's personal struggles. So in Creed 3, about halfway through the film, I would actually have Bianca go deaf and see how she deals with that loss and see how Adonis would deal with that loss. And finally, the last main character is Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. Now, Sylvester Stallone said recently in an interview that Creed 2 was the last film that he would be playing Rocky in. And personally, I'm quite interested to see how Adonis would deal with his fighting career without Rocky. So you can establish fairly early in the film that Rocky has retired from the world of boxing altogether and has moved down to Vancouver to be with his son and his grandson. And finally, the last main character that I'm giving a whole section of my video to is the villain. Now, like I said earlier on in the video, I don't want Adonis to keep fighting the kids of Rocky's foes. Now, I'll give Creed 2 this. Having Adonis fight Victor Drago made sense because there is an obvious grudge between the Creeds and the Dragos and with the Balboas. So bringing in Ivan Drago and Victor made logical sense for Creed 2 because it was inevitable that they were going to have to fight at some point. But now that that emotional baggage has been let go, no more of Rocky's foes' kids. Adonis needs his own narrative, and he needs his own villains. So my personal idea for a villain was to have a villain come in from his past. Maybe, I don't know, there was a kid that he had a rivalry with when he was in juvie or when he was in foster care. And now that he's seen Adonis become a huge success, he sees an opportunity to kind of tear him down even more. And so he gets into the realm of boxing and wants to try and ruin his life that way. Now, Stallone said that he found a boxer to play Clubber Lang's son, and like I said, no more Creeds, no more of Rocky's foes' kids. But if you want to pay homage by having this guy kind of act like Clubber Lang, that's perfectly sensible. But don't give him any connection to Clubber. That's all I'm saying. He can have a small bit of Clubber's attitude, but no personal relations to Clubber Lang. That's all I'm saying. And again, kind of an homage to Rocky 3. Maybe this guy can publicly shame Adonis, and if you really want to go that extra mile and have us hate this guy, maybe he can go after maybe he can go after Bianca or Donnie's daughter to kind of give the audience an extra reason to hate this guy. And it will also give us a clear indication as to the rivalry that these two have had when they were in juvie or foster care, that he's willing to mess with Donnie's family. And in doing so, by having this guy mess with Donnie's family, it will also give Donnie a kind of a more vengeful attitude, as in to the point where maybe he's tempted to kill this guy in the ring. And then that's the struggle between killing him and just playing by the sport and not ruining his life that way. Because if he kills him, he'll be arrested and he'll put his family through hell. So it doesn't matter what kind of way Donnie could lose in this fight. Anyway, I think I've rambled long enough. I think you get the general idea of where I'm going for Creed 3. Again, this is just my personal idea. Maybe you guys don't like it, but I hope somebody does. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and yeah, more movie reviews will be coming. I'm seeing Aquaman and Bumblebee over the weekend, so definitely have reviews out for those. Anyway, that's all from me for now, guys. I hope you had a good Christmas, and take care.